Today's video is gonna be a little different. I'm really not good at just getting in front of the camera and starting to talk, so this is gonna be a little bit of a challenge for me. If I start to get a little off track, that's why. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I have a lot of stuff going on. I keep a lot of my personal life personal. I'm not the type of person to get on social media and talk about all the different things that are going on with me. And it's not that there's anything bad going on, but I'm just a very private person. But I feel like I need to be a little bit more open and just more relatable because I'm a human being just like everyone else. So I have been dealing with a lot of different emotions, and I'm going through this transition right now. I am gonna be leaving Mac, and that is something that's very difficult for me. It's not something that I anticipated. It wasn't something that I planned. It just kind of happened, you know? And I'm almost certain of what God's plans for my life are. It's like, I know without a shadow of a doubt what his plans are. I know what he's told me in the past. And with this transition, lately I have really been starting to doubt how these promises are gonna come to pass. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever kind of been in that place where, like, you know what you're supposed to do, you know what God has told you you're supposed to do, you know what God has promised you, but what's in front of you right now just does not line up with what you think is supposed to happen. That's how I feel right now. You know, what I think is supposed to happen isn't happening. And so I'm very confused. I don't really know where my life is going right now. I think the thing that weighs on me the most is that feeling of having to give up something that I really am passionate about, something that I really, really love. I love being a part of the beauty industry. I love every minute of it. And sometimes it's like, it's difficult for me to have to accept that my vocation and God's calling for my life are separate, you know? My vocation can be one thing, but that doesn't impede on what God's purpose for me is. You know, they don't have to be one and the same, and it's just really hard for me to just reconcile that. It's really hard for me to reconcile that because I want them both to be the same. I want my vocation to be what God's purpose for my life is, but they're not. But they're not. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is YouTube. Like, y'all, let me tell you, I'm so busy all the time. And it's always a balance to maintain my spiritual life, maintain relationships in my life, maintain my home life, maintain my work life, maintain my social life. It's all, every single day is a balance to keep it all together. I was getting so overwhelmed that something had to give. Something had to give. And I ended up buying this book. It's called Breaking Busy. I'll put a link down in the description box if you guys are interested in it. I cannot remember the name of the author, but she's a Christian author. But I came across like this blog post that she wrote, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is some good information. And I realized that she had a book, and so I went out and I bought the book, and it has been very, very helpful for me. It has helped me to kind of prioritize the things in my life. And one of the things that I'm doing right now, because of this transition into this new job, there are a lot of things that I have to let go of. The thing that I'm really highly considering is letting go of YouTube. It was great while it lasted, but I'm really contemplating just kind of just tabling it right now because I don't have as much time to give to it. And again, I'm a perfectionist, so if I'm gonna do something, I wanna do it right. There's so many videos that I have filmed. I can't even tell you how many videos I've filmed and have not posted because they just are not up to my standards. I'll be real with myself. I know consistency is a problem all around because I have yet to learn how to balance everything. You know, I don't want people to get disengaged or disinterested because I'm not consistent, or, oh, you know, she pops in every so often, you know, because it's not that. It really is a matter of I just don't have the time to devote to certain things the way that I want to. There's still some videos I have in the works, but at least until the end of this year, I'm highly considering just kind of taking a break, just a little break. I don't want this video to be like super emotional because I'm not a big time YouTuber anyways, but there are some people who reach out to me and they love my videos, they love the pictures I post, they love my makeup, they love my hair, they love a lot of things about what I do. So I feel like I owe it to those individuals to be upfront and just keep it real and just say, hey, you know what, life is hard. Life is hard right now, and I'm just trying to balance everything, and I don't really know how to. This is a whole new territory for me, and it's new because I've never been the person that people looked to for inspiration. I've never been that person before. I've always been the person who looked to other people for that kind of inspiration. Being a beauty guru or an aspiring beauty guru, there's so many different insecurities that you feel, and they're insecurities that I haven't had to deal with in a really long time. I have never been the most confident person. I never thought highly of myself. I never thought that I could be strong. So I kind of settled into this idea that I was always going to follow somebody. I was never going to be able to be a leader. It wasn't until I actively pursued a relationship with God was when I began to see myself the way God saw me. This whole experience is just new for me. There's a lot of days when I'm unsure if I want to continue doing this because I'm an introvert by nature, and when things get difficult or when things are just, I don't know, sometimes I just have to retreat, you know? I have to retreat back into whatever my little hole is and recharge, and I don't have that luxury anymore. I'm just in this place also where I'm just trying to figure out where I fit in this whole beauty world. You know, is there even a place for me? I mean, I'm being real extra right now, but it just has me, you know, wondering, because I really am trying to figure out, like, where do I fall? You know, what is gonna make me different than everyone else? So yeah, that's just yet another challenge that I have to overcome. I have no idea where this video is going right now. I'm just kind of like rambling. I'm just not 100% sure of where God is taking me right now. And it is very difficult right now for me to trust that everything's gonna work out, because in my heart, like from what I see, I just don't feel like things are gonna work out. Like I'm just trying to, every single day I'm fighting this internal battle of, you know, failing. And nobody wants to fail. Nobody wants to fail. And especially when you work so hard at something and you really, really believe in it, and you know that you have the potential to do something, you don't want it to just fall apart. And that's how I feel. I feel like I've worked hard to even get to this place. It really scares me to think that, you know, everything is gonna just go downhill from here. You know, I want things to continue to go up, you know, and just like anybody else, you want things to continue to go up. And I guess I just kind of feel like things are not going up. They're kind of like stagnant, and yeah, they're just really stagnant. And I'm just trying to figure out how this new chapter is gonna fit into, you know, this great plan for me. So I said all that. I hope that it made sense. I was just kind of rambling and just kind of just talking about whatever was on my mind. Like I said, I am not good at just getting in front of the camera and just talking. So I'm really hoping that this video made sense. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, either regarding the whole YouTube thing. I also kind of want your feedback on, you know, just how I'm feeling. You know, have you ever been in a place where you're just so certain of where God wants to take you, but you know, it just kind of seems like he just threw you a curveball and you're like, what? Like, what in the world? Where? This doesn't make any sense. I really want to talk to you guys, so let me know in the comments if you can relate to this. Give the video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.